Hello, Masla. Welcome. I'm just going to be back, I think, in just a few seconds. Oh, okay. You're going probably to be here for an hour or so. That's okay. Wow, four in the chat already. Welcome. Hello, Retrosport. Yeah, hello, Tristan. Welcome. Almost full house tonight. That's nice. I need to try to find out if where are you there? Yeah, of course. You are going where? It's always quite difficult to know where to go, especially in the evenings like this. It's no more passenger service here tonight, so we have to just see if there are going to be any freight trains. It should probably be a few freight trains, actually a lot of freight trains the next few hours, but I have no means to know exactly where they are, except that it seems like it's one freight train towards Sweden, towards this place, but I can not be absolutely sure. And another thing is I don't know how the connection is here at this crossing, because I think it's really bad signals there, so I was quite surprised that the stream actually started at all. So we probably should find another place with a better signal. But where was it okay signal? Yeah, it looks like really nice here, so it's a great place, but I'm really afraid that the signal can break anytime, especially when or if it's going to be a train that could disturb the signal we have. So Sweden, please put up some more cell towers. But we are at we are at Ås railroad crossing, just close by Charlottenberg. So we could perhaps go to another crossing. We have one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 crossings on this side, I think. Between Åmotfors and here, and 9 with Åmotfors, so it could be possible. And yes, that's why it took a long time to go here, Tristan. It's about 2 hours of driving through Sweden. It's actually faster, or basically the same, to go via Sweden than it's to go in Norway, and the roads are way less bad. So, but it's still approximate 2 hours. Yeah, this is Värmlandsbanan. Oh, thank you so much for the like. I was considering to go across the border to Norway and see if I finally could film a few trains. Film a few trains on that side. So we could perhaps do that. It at least should, in theory, be better signals. It also seems that we just have time to cross the border and see the freight train that's headed for Sweden if we go quite soon. And I sadly think that that might be a better option. Of course, it's way better to have the mechanical bells and all of that, but I filmed this crossing a couple of weeks ago or something, well, almost 2 weeks ago. Is it 2 weeks already? Oh my goodness. Of course, there might be a train before that freight train, but I don't know. So, and as I say, I am quite unsure about the connection. So I think yeah, it was the 2nd of July. That's last Tuesday or Wednesday, or Wednesday 2 weeks. Monday, Tuesday, something like that, I think. But I think we are yeah, we have that one, we have that one. Which crossings do we have? Yeah, we could perhaps do that. Perhaps. we could... Yeah, that's not too far. Yeah. Yeah, I've thought about those, so I think huh? White light. Where? We have white lights on the crossing, and we have a distance signal, pre-signal to the other crossing in the distance that's flashing, and we have a red signal for that crossing that I think it's a yellow, it's a tree yellow, you know, and red, and we have a small flashing. I can see it with my in real life. I can see the white light on that crossing. But yeah, since I don't know if there's going to be any trains here for a little while, I think we are going to see if we can find the other crossing. Yeah, crossing left of the road. Yeah, but I don't have the time to I need to drive to the next crossing that's probably have a better signal. If the streams break, you know what to do. Tell me that with a long line or something. No. No, was this? This was not where I thought that. Here we can't stay. Possible to stay a few minutes somewhere here, shouldn't it? Here I don't see any signs, at least. Is this okay-ish? Just for a few minutes, it should be okay, I think. I can't see any signs. Oh, thank you so much, Masla, for using the sign that I told you. That was exactly the sign. A long line of lines, short lines. Yes, this is Magnor. That, of course, doesn't have any passenger service anymore, because this is Norway and all of that shit. But at least there's a freight. I don't know if the crew might change here sometimes. Swedish and Norwegian crews. Sometimes I think this station actually are manned. Or at least for a few years ago, at least. I think it was somewhat... It still has the platform and we have the freight train at probably just a few minutes away. So, oh, we have the train a few minutes away. Should I actually try to film the train? Do I have time for that? I think, what? Whoa. Yeah, I read. Red probably should get my attention. We need to figure out that. No, I have never been to Irish Crossing because I've never been in Great Britain, sadly. But I need to focus on the train now and see if I can catch it or not. I hope. Oh, I hope the power to the phone is going to be okay. But welcome, Oliver, or something. I just have to. Yeah, that was unusual, but great if that's true. Yeah, I just probably have 5 minutes or so. I think that was a great catch. Almost, at least. If I just had listened to myself, I would have started the phone a little bit earlier. I thought I could hear the train, but I wasn't sure. But the map is not that accurate, to say the least, so you have to guess a lot. Take it on just using your feelings and senses. Oh, that's actually true. Where are you going to be? I'm just trying to plan a little bit. It doesn't seem like it will be any more freight trains for a while, at least. At least not from Norway to Sweden. It could be a whole lot of trains the other way, but I have no means to figure that out. So, but I know about one more passenger service. So, not here, of course, because, you know, can't have trains to the people. But if about an hour, could take a chance on that one. Could we do that? What do you think, guys? What are you talking about, by the way? Oh, okay, Oliver, yeah. But no, I haven't been there either, sadly. Yeah, I hope it's true that it was a lot of people But I don't know, I haven't seen 12 in one stream ever, I think. Not 9 either, so... Hello, Ryan, welcome. Yeah, sometimes, but I don't think it was the rail here. I think I could barely hear the train in the distance for a couple of seconds. But I was not sure if that was the road or anything else. Okay, Masla. Yeah, I think I've heard about that, Oliver. Here in Norway and Sweden and stuff like that, I think the crossings, for the most part, at least at stations, have a relationship with the signal system. So the gates need to be down before before you get a green light. But at separate crossing, it's just for the most part the red and white and sometimes violet in the pre-signal that tells the driver that it's okay to pass. If not, there's ERTMS system where the new signal system that I don't think the driver get any signal at all. They just get they're just allowed to continue on their journey, I think, if there's no problem. Just in the signal, they get the speed they can travel, the permission to continue somehow. I'm really bad at explaining this, I'm sorry. But yeah. And we have some crossings, newer ones, that I don't think there's any means for the driver at all to know if the crossing is activated. So I'm not sure. No, sadly, we can't have any people working at the railroad anymore. Good people with good experience of handling train traffic. Oh no, we can't have that. We can't have people on the stations. Oh god, no. No, we can't have people in backhand if there's anything wrong. No. That's too expensive. But what should we do? Should we take the chance on that train I thought about? Or should we just find another crossing and sit and wait and hope? I think we... Yeah, me too, Masla. Yeah, that's the question. I can't see any freight trains in the near future on the map, so... But it doesn't mean that it's not going to be anyone, because I can see on the Swedish border, Swedish side. And anyway, I should try to eat a little bit, so... Maybe just drive to another crossing and sit and talk and eat a little bit and see what's going to happen. Are you kidding? Are they coming to ask what the heck I'm doing now? Yeah, that will be so typical, because I'm standing a little bit on the... I'm not perfectly parked to get the right angle to the crossing. So... yeah, but this is the lowest I can have. If I'm not turning off the car, but I need the power to power you guys. So... but I think we're going to go to the other crossing. But you know, we got a good experience with talking to the police already, so... yeah, we can take that road. Yep, dealing. But Maybe they are interested in train stay too. Who knows? And here they come. Of course they come. I didn't think we had money for police in Norway, so... And in Magnor, by night, on a Sunday night to Monday. I think if I still was standing there and didn't prepare to leave, they probably would come and check out what's going on. But in a way, it's a nice thing that they are checking out stuff. So they're just doing their job for the most part. railway crossing. Has it? No. Is it? What have they done here? Oh, they have changed to that stupid white flashing light there. But I haven't changed crossing at least. Should we watch it from this side, or should we turn the angle the other way? Yeah, that was that was somewhat timing-wise crazy. But I had a feeling that it would be a train from Sweden anytime, and I also have a feeling that it might be another one in not that long time, but I don't know why, well, the other crossings we have been at in Sweden, at Värmlandsbanan, then it has been at least a couple of trains in a row at this time, so but I don't know if it has been in on a Sunday night to Monday, but okay, so the LEDs has been a long time here, yeah, okay. But at least it's incandescent in the signal for the train over there, it seems. What are you guys saying here? Do you have experience with the police too, Masla? But what do you mean aren't against what, or? Oh, okay, yeah. No, we need you, Masla, not AI. The real stuff is okay. I also thought it might have been US 2000 also. Yeah, right. I hope so. Perhaps they like even our rail fans themselves. Who knows? Probably they just want to check the driver's license and get the name and just take a regular check or something. Or just, oh, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm filming trains. Oh, filming trains. Oh, okay. Have a nice evening. At least I have you guys as a witness. Yeah, we absolutely need more real creators on every platform, basically. Not only YouTube, but every single. Basically. And I think there was some new law in a couple of days or so that I'm not sure but that YouTube only will monetize real content, I think. I'm not sure, but I think I saw something about that a couple of days ago. And if that's true, at least, that could be nice. Of course, there might be useful and fun stuff with AI and stuff like that, but I'm a bit skeptical to. The whole thing goes quite fast nowadays, so just a couple of years ago I hadn't even heard about it, I think. So, and now you can't distinguish if this video is real or not, and that's really scary, actually. Of course, it might be might be fun stuff to make, and that's a difficult difficult thing to actually, yeah, because there was something about if there's a real effort to make stuff, and that was one of the criteria. But it might be art, a new art form to make stuff with AI and stuff like that. So I'm not sure how to. Yeah, it's a difficult thing, but for the most part, just mass-produced AI stuff is not. It's not great. They are basically earning money, but I don't, because some. Yeah, and I still don't make money out of YouTube, basically. So because it stopped, I'm almost there, but I can't apply for the YouTube partner program yet, because I just have passed enough subscribers, but I still lacks about 700-800 watch hours the last dynamic year. So, but I'm traveling a lot to make videos, and I don't get money for it, and but someone that just writes that, and so do that, and people, yeah, just a short text in a computer can earn millions. That's not fair. So if that's true, that they are going to be a little bit more sensible about it, perhaps, at least, could be a nice thing. But where the road goes here, I'm not sure. And by the way, my plan for the channel has never been to actually earn money from it. Actually, that's just a bonus. So I'm all for the content and saving the crossings, filming the crossings, and all of that I've talked about before. So and could offer you guys the opportunity to watch videos and talk to me and ask me questions and stuff like that. That's way more important. Real human interaction is way more important than money, in a way, in the end. So, but it would help a little bit if someone could consider, at least, to help me with a charging bill and insurance and a lot of different things with traveling and having a car and stuff like that. It would really help. but that's still not the main goal, and it's probably never will. So that's now that's said. So yeah, continue. We are continuing on. Which one? Yeah, that's also a thing. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually and welcome back here, Retro Sports. Yes, this is a small pedestrian crossing. At least now, I think it might have been a more normal crossing at some time in the history, but I'm not sure. I actually don't know a lot of the history of this line. Actually, I've basically never been here before. I think a few years ago I drove down here just to see this crossing, see how it looked here, but and start to prepare to go here and film trains. So yeah, Tristan. Get used to that feeling. When you hear all the people say that the days just go faster and faster, and you're feeling so old, and the song that what was the song again? What is the song again? At least a song that I heard sometimes when 30 was so old, and now I'm looking back and 30 is so young or something. It's not exactly the line, but it's something about that. And that's quite true, sadly. Oh, okay, Tristan. No, not like, I mean, about that actually. For a little while ago, I actually discovered that one of my videos actually, or two of my videos actually have been reposted by another guy on YouTube. And that was, yeah, somewhat. I haven't done anything about it except I'm thinking about what to do, or if I'm going to do anything, but the video actually got, I think, way more views than I'm sorry, way more views than actually I probably had on the original almost. So, and that's he doesn't mention me at least. If he at least could refer to my channel, it would be nice. I don't think he did, and that I think it's almost legally required if you use someone other's content, then you at least need to refer to the original. But the sad stuff is also I don't know what the heck he's talking about because I think it was on Indish channel something. So I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing he's talking about, but one of the videos at least he talks over it. I think it was Knapstad 11 or something, at least one of my videos from Knapstad. And he also had posted really a bad version, but a bad quality version, but of Hanestad. Hanestad 3, I think, or 2 or 3. I'm not sure, 2, yeah, perhaps, at least some other videos I filmed in 2020, I think, when I almost, I think it is 2020, at least around there. So if you are watching this video, please at least refer to my channel, and then we somewhat can be fair about it, or if not, please take it down. Then you can choose refer to my channel or take it down. I'm not thinking that yeah, of course it's more important that people watch my videos actually, but at least I want to have the credit for it. That would at least be nice. You are still young, Tristan. Yeah, YouTube can be a little bit weird, at least some ads here. I hate ads, by the way. Yeah, but we just have to make the best out of it, I think. It can be sad, Masla, but what can you do? Try to get some others to do it for you, perhaps. And check it out and see if you can find a solution. I don't want to be too strict, but at least I want to have the credit for what I'm doing and what all the work I put into it. It would be nice to actually they say all PR is good PR in a way. I'm not sure if that's true, but well, at least I'm trying to do my best for the world in practically every way. And then we just have to try to be happy, at least about our small community here. And do the best we can. On 2008 here. Okay. Is it that long ago it was mechanical bells here? Oh. Why didn't I get the driver's license before? But I didn't know about the stupid plans to change it, so before 2007, when I discovered it, and I didn't have the driver's license then, so I can drive anywhere. And it wasn't that easy to actually make videos at that time, as I have told before. It was a real struggle with the cassettes and not having enough cassettes. It was some other time, to say the least. Yeah, you can look into that, Masla. You just have to do the best and try not to focus too much about it, but use the energy to actually make new and good videos and do the stuff we love. Spread the goodness and kindness in the world as much as possible. At least try. The world needs some more love. Oh, damn, there's the police again. I always get scared when I see the police in a way. You're always feeling like you're doing something wrong, even though you don't. So now it's if there's no freight trains from Sweden or a work train or something, it looks quite somewhat anxiety. You always get a small or bigger adrenaline rush because you are checking yourself. Oh, am I doing something wrong here? Or no, I'm not. Okay. Whew. And also, I've also been basically always a really shy person, so and I really don't want to do anything wrong and being in the way for people or something like that. So I've been really closed up person basically, and shy, so that also doesn't help. And I'm basically still a shy person, but I love to talk to people and have a good conversation and about interesting stuff. But I basically feel for the most part that I doesn't fit in basically anywhere. I've always been the outsider that that has been looked up on quite negatively, I think, by some people, at least in my life. And I'm not good at small talk, you know. I need to have some substance when I... Why use your talking equipment, as I say in Norway, if you're not going to say anything useful or do something useful with it. I like to try to listen to what they're saying and try to give a good answer as much as possible. And for some reason that is not accepted in the world for the most part, I think. At least I have been looked upon quite badly because of that, and sadly a lot of misunderstandings have happened because of that, I think, perhaps. That people doesn't learn me to know before they judge me, basically, and try to understand me before they just saying some stupid shit or just making a whole other story about me than I am actually not that person that I am telling that I am, because they are just misunderstood or just don't care to actually know me before they talk and listen to what I have to say. Because I'm just a weirdo that loves trains and railroad crossings and yeah, stuff like that, and a whole lot more. But the most important thing basically is that I love to watch trains. I love trains. I have a lot of knowledge about trains. A few years ago, I didn't think that I had. Actually, I was so scared to... I'm basically silenced in a way by what to say, by all of the negative stuff that I have experienced and other people that just misunderstand me. So I didn't even think or believe that I actually was good at anything, basically. I've been scared to to silence, basically, because if I try to open my mouth and talk a little bit, then basically that's not accepted or socially accepted, because I'm just a weirdo. Why talk when people just... Yeah. Sadly, I also think that that's also basically some of the reasons why I got kicked out from the Krøderbånd, because people just don't see me as for who I am, that I'm a person, that I'm actually good at something, and I deserve to actually be able to work voluntarily after my pace. So, but it's basically a whole misunderstanding, basically. Because I'm who I am, I didn't brag about what I did and didn't shout from the rooftops that I actually did something useful from time to time. Didn't want others to feel that I needed to bring them down to get myself lifted in a way, but I don't think that's the right way to do it, like they do. Most of they do. Or a lot of them, at least. I think that we should be good to each other and respectful of each other. And work together as a team instead. Yeah, somebody is different than you, but so what? As long as they don't do anything wrong or are bad people and don't hurt anyone, why isn't that good enough? That they are a good human that works as good as they can after their body and their circumstances in life. Yeah, at least I'm starting to see that I actually did a whole lot of things. And that I actually did a whole lot of things. At least 50, 70, or perhaps up to 100 different things throughout the summers for 13 years. Yeah. Yeah, of course I needed some days with lower tempo, and I needed to sleep a little bit, and I needed to perhaps sleep on a little bit other times sometimes to be able to function, but I did actually a whole effing lot, actually. And I have a lot of knowledge that I just want to be able to learn to other people, and be kind to other people. Yeah, basically. And I just want to be able to do a lot of the stuff I used to do. That I really want to continue firing steam engines and use that and develop myself as a fireman. And guiding people and being in a train kiosk and being a ticket in the ticket office and being a ticket traveling ticket inspector, I think it is called, at least some places, conductor-ish, and we're doing track work and working on the telegraph line, and everything, every tens of things that I used to do. I really, really miss it. But some did not see everything I did, at least. At least some did probably just see at most 5% of what I did and jump to the conclusions that I didn't do anything because they didn't see anything be done, but they practically never were around me when I actually did the things I did, so and I'm wondering how I could try to tell them that I actually did a whole lot and I want to do a whole lot. But of course I need to, yeah, I know I have some issues with sleep, and I need to sleep a little bit more sometimes, and I need to perhaps sleep on other times of the day and to actually be able to function. I'm more what is it called in English again? Perhaps more of an art person, as we call kunstnerisk. More like a art soul-ish. I'm not sure if that's the right translation, but kunstnersjel. Kunstnersjel, I think we call it in Norway. And that artworks work is way more the work form as an artist or something. It's way more fitting for my soul in a way. So yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry for talking about this. I need to read what you were saying. Oh, the crossing here had high pitch bells. Okay. How do you know that? What do you mean, Maslow? An adult? Mm. Yeah, that's right, Tristan. That's right. That we talked about last time. Yeah. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat here. Okay. About the bells and stuff, yeah. Yeah. Right. The pictures. Yeah, that's absolutely true, Masla. And that's a shame, basically. Yeah, Tristan, that was that's why these streams are called random railroad crossings, random railroad crossing live stream. Yeah, because you never know when it's going to be a train. But my feeling was correct that it would be a few freight trains. That was Hector Rail with an empty timber stuff, I think. It's going to Kongsvinger. Hønefoss. It's going to Hønefoss, it seems. Train number 41601. And somewhat I have a feeling that it might be another one, but I think we should prepare to go home. But I need to charge somewhere at least, so we could talk for a little while if you want to do that. And I can eat a little bit, perhaps, that I was supposed to do here. And if it fits with some other trains, we could perhaps go and check it out after the charging, but I'm not sure yet. But now at least I need to find somewhere to charge. We have that one, yeah, that's not too far. Just a couple of minutes away. We're still here, Masla. Oh, that I haven't thought about, Tristan. That was interesting. Yeah, someday, you know, I probably will. Someday it might work. Someday it might work. But when? I don't know. No. Sorry about that bad singing. But I think then we are going to get to the charger and charge up a little bit before I'm going home. I have 38%. I've been driving 160 kilometers, 0.2. So yeah. So we need to charge at least to 80-ish. I haven't decided which road I will take home yet. But when I'm here, it's basically almost 50-50 if I go the... Yeah, it's more what I prefer in a way. It takes about the same time, but one road is less twisting and turning than the other, so I think I could take to the right here, that I did last time, but that road is just so twisting and turning. Are you kidding me? Seriously? This was not. Are you kidding me? Where can I turn around? Damn it. Okay, guys. And it seems like the universe would have us going this road, this way instead, so I could turn around here, but then it's going to be unnecessarily a long way back, so perhaps it's a reason for it. I don't know. But then it's going to be a few minutes of driving until the charger. everyone has Janimo, or at least a lot of them. Of course not. How can we do that? Stupid reservation, stupid shit. Oh my. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, just catch up with the with the chat here. If you see this later, Masla, thank you so much for watching, and hope you do fine. Yes, this is Norway. Martin. Who's in the chat now? Yeah, that's great, Tristan. The reason that I was a little bit disappointed about the other charging station was that they have started with reserving 400 on the card, and I of course didn't have enough for that limit. So, but here at this company I can pay next month on the next bill. So maybe I can do that on the other one also if I connect stuff, but at least here I have the somewhat overview of how much I'm charging for, and at least I can actually charge without having money on the card. But the bill comes next month. But yeah, how I'm going to be able to pay that, I'm not sure, but we just have to hope for the best. Yeah, power for you, of course. But how are you doing now? Are you enjoying the stream, or? And of course, my plan wasn't to go here; it was to go the other way. But when I was driving onto the road, I, of course, missed that it was only allowed to turn right. I should have gone under the bridge when I talked about going the other way, and gone on the road from the other side. But that's how it is when you're not familiar with a place. So then it was here, because it's basically 50-50 if I go the other way or here. So it's basically 50-50. But yeah, it looks great. Thank you so much for that update. What? 33 kilowatt? You have to be kidding. 34? Seriously? It's the temperature on the battery is basically perfect. It's 36%. It should be full power here now. Well, then we're probably going to stay for a little bit longer then. So if you have any questions or something you want to talk about, I'm going to stay here for at least 45 minutes, I think, so if not an hour in this tempo. But then I'm going to eat a little bit. But then I'm not sure if we are going to catch any more trains. I can check if we have... don't seem like it yet, at least. So then we're just going to stay here for a little while. But if there's no questions and stuff like that, I'm probably just going to turn off the sound a little bit and listen to some east of, where is that? It's something familiar with the name. Could you send the position? Or it's something familiar with the name. Oh, damn it. That's a long way. That's basically the same trip that we talked about last time in the last stream, I think. Oh, what that was the crossing meant now? Ah, okay. Yeah, it could be really nice to do that, but that's a long day, you know, or a couple of days, and it's going to be quite expensive, charging wise, you know. But it seems like it's a lot of crossings down there. But it would be really nice to do that. When do you think it could be possible to do that? Yeah, it would be nice to do that, but it's also so. I think it can be quite difficult to do it in one day. How many hours was it? It's about 6.5, 7 hours, about 7 hours from Oslo perhaps. So it's 14 hours just one way, no, just driving, I mean. And then we have to think a few hours of charging. Further, 16-17 minutes. It's basically going to be over 24 hours at the minimum. So I'm not sure if that's possible. Yeah. It's at least 6 hours of driving, 7, 8. It's at least around 9 hours, I think we should count one way, times 2. 18 plus filming the trains. It will be, I think it will be basically about at least 30 hours or so to go. I think we need to think at least 30 hours of just driving, charging, filming trains and go back. And that's without sleep. We should really have a place down there to sleep, I think. But that I can't afford at the moment. And in the summer season it's probably going to be way more expensive also. I think I can have somewhat a day trip, but I know that I should really sleep for a few hours on a long trip like that, and I should basically have a bed and not sleeping in the car. But if we have a place to sleep, we could go down there, sleep good, and we could then use the whole day basically to film trains down there as much as possible. So we could film a lot more videos if we had a place somewhere. For a couple of days, perhaps. I think that a lot of things are important. I think a lot of things are important to film, basically everything, but but we have hundreds and hundreds of crossings that are in a day trip range at least. But what other places do you want to film? That's a little bit closer. Yeah, but what places? What areas that is a little bit closer? Yeah, that's a good start at least. And that's basically possible to do in a normal-ish 24-hour window. But with this all of this driving like this, it depends. I actually think if I'm going to continue driving like this, I actually need to have the car on service before the 1 year mark by far. It's every 30,000 kilometers or 1 year, and then it's the EU control stuff in January-ish. Oh my goodness. How the heck am I supposed to get that paid? I basically need to increase the insurance also again. Perhaps in a couple of days, even though it's just a week or so until the main renewal. Yeah, I know that in Monkedal. Yeah. just going to mute the sound for that video. Was that in Munkedal, that crossing? Oh, I hear a train. It's a freight train passing Kongsvinger now, or at least entering. But I I basically think that it's going to be difficult to find any more trains. No, it isn't listed anymore. So so when I'm finished charging, I think I'm just going to try to get home as soon as possible, as soon as practically possible. Even though that's going to be at least a few hours. So, so if you have any more questions or anything you want to talk about, please put it in the chat now. You're probably going to stay for around 10 minutes, but not much more.
Any more questions? Yeah, that's a nice system. I hope you get to see it. It doesn't, sadly, it doesn't solve any huge thing, but it will at least help a little bit. But yeah, now I'm at 76%. So then I think we basically going to end the stream here, and I'm sorry for not chasing any more trains tonight, but at least we got to see, was it 4 trains or something? So that was not too bad. It was almost more than I would have expected, so. And we got to talk a little bit at Skotterud, and at some point it actually seems to be a whole lot of people in the chat, so that was nice, if only for a few seconds. Yeah, and that's correct. At least we got to film. I just made. Yeah, you know what I mean. At least I got to film that trains from the gate, almost all the way, with the exception of a few seconds with the phone. So that was the first time I filmed that crossing. So that was good luck at that, and we got to see, I think, 3 trains at Skotterud. Yeah, wasn't it 3 trains? I think it was. It was at least 2. I think it was 3.
2 or 3. At least 3 train in total. Perhaps it was 4. Yeah, we need to go back and check in the video later. If you don't remember. But yeah, then then we have passed. Oh, thank you so much for the like. But then it says 0 viewers now, so I'm not sure if that's true, but thank you so much for watching at least. Then I'm going to end the stream, as I have said a few times. We are almost at 82% now, 83, yeah, soon 85. So at least thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you next time, and have a good night, day, or morning, evening, wherever you are when you're watching this. And if you're watching this in replay, thank you so much for doing that too. And hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you next time. Good night. Good night, Tristan. Good night.